A new gold rush is sweeping East Africa, not for minerals, but for control. This is a high-stakes contest for influence over trade, energy, and power that will shape the continent's future. Over $100 billion is transforming plains into cities and coastlines into global ports. This isn't charity, it's a calculated investment in geopolitical dominance. Cranes fill Nairobi's skyline, and new highways cut through Kenya's north, connecting landlocked nations to the sea. But beneath the progress lies a web of competing interests, a quiet battle for control. The players: China, with its railways; Turkey, leveraging soft power and military presence in Somalia; the UAE and Saudi Arabia, investing billions in ports; and European powers like France, deeply involved through energy giants. Each move is a calculated play on a continental chessboard. This is more than economic development. It's a reshaping of power dynamics. Those who finance and build this infrastructure will hold sway over East Africa's economic destiny. The promise is shared prosperity and regional integration. But the risk is a new form of dependency, where foreign capital could become the chains of a new era. The future of Africa is being built, by many hands, but not always for African interests. Kenya stands at the heart of East Africa's transformation, driven by the colossal LAPSSET corridor. This $25 billion project links a new deep-sea port at Lamu to Ethiopia and South Sudan, creating a vital economic artery. Lamu Port is designed to rival Djibouti, aiming to reroute Red Sea trade and capture Ethiopia's market. Kenya's ambitions extend further. Northlands City and Konza Technopolis promise a modern, diversified economy. But these dreams come at a cost: foreign investment and mounting debt. Projects like the Mombasa Gate Bridge and Turkana-Lamu oil pipeline deepen Kenya's global integration, but also its reliance on external partners. Kenya walks a tightrope, balancing independence with the realities of global capital. The nation's future hinges on whether it can harness these projects for its own benefit. The stakes: economic empowerment or deeper dependency. No foreign power has reshaped East Africa's landscape like China. Through the Belt and Road Initiative, China has financed and built the region's railways, roads, and ports. The standard gauge railway, linking Mombasa to Nairobi, is a symbol of modern Africa and of Kenya's debt to Beijing. China's approach is comprehensive. Beyond railways, it builds ports, highways, and special economic zones, binding African economies to its own. This gives Beijing immense leverage, shaping trade flows and securing resources. While African leaders welcome the investment, many worry about debt and dependency. China's projects accelerate development, but at a price: economic vulnerability and strategic influence. The question: do these projects serve African interests or Beijing's ambitions? The dragon's footprint is deep, and its direction is clear. While China grabs headlines, Turkey has quietly built influence in the Horn of Africa, especially Somalia. Turkey began with humanitarian aid, then moved to manage Mogadishu's port and airport, and established its largest overseas military base. This blend of soft power and military presence gives Ankara a powerful foothold in a strategic region. Turkey leverages historical ties and presents itself as a partner without a colonial past, winning trust and lucrative contracts. Recent oil and gas deals put Turkey in direct competition with other powers, giving it a stake in the region's resources. As Kenya pushes south with LAPSSET, Turkey solidifies its position in the north, overlooking the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. The result: a new geopolitical dynamic, with Turkey's influence now impossible to ignore. The Sultan's shadow looms large over the Horn. The Gulf states, UAE and Saudi Arabia, see the Horn of Africa as their strategic backyard. They invest billions in ports, seeking control over Red Sea and Indian Ocean trade routes. The UAE's DP World manages key terminals, steering trade toward Dubai and intensifying competition. Gulf states exploit regional rivalries, backing different factions to secure deals. Meanwhile, European powers like France maintain influence through energy giants. Total Energies leads the East African crude oil pipeline, exporting Ugandan oil to Tanzania's coast. These projects bring revenue and development, but also place resources under foreign control. The challenge: leveraging foreign capital without losing sovereignty. Amid foreign competition, Africa's own institutions are quietly shaping the continent's future. The African Development Bank and World Bank finance highways, energy grids, and digital infrastructure, aiming for sustainable, pan-African growth. Their projects break colonial-era trade patterns, boosting intra-African trade and supporting the African Continental Free Trade Area. Unlike bilateral loans, development bank financing is more transparent and multilateral. Initiatives like Mission 300 prioritize renewable energy and good governance. Yet Africa's infrastructure needs outpace available resources, forcing nations to seek private and bilateral funding. The challenge: harnessing support while ensuring projects serve African interests. The path to self-reliance is long but essential. East Africa stands at a crossroads, transformed by investment but facing immense risk. New infrastructure promises prosperity, but each project is a double-edged sword. The real contest is for agency: will East African nations control their destinies or become junior partners in others' grand designs? Kenya's LAPSSET and Uganda's oil pipeline show both the promise and peril of foreign-backed development. Somalia's partnership with Turkey brings reconstruction, but also military and economic influence. The outcome depends on African leadership, negotiating shrewdly, demanding transparency, and prioritizing citizens' interests. The challenge: absorb investment without surrendering sovereignty. Success could make East Africa a global economic engine. Failure could leave behind monuments to a future built for Africa, but not by Africa. The race is on, and the world is watching.